This is War Mind, and what you're about to hear might change how you see everything. Subscribe to War Mind and never look at war the same way again. Or 100% confirmed. We report what global journalists write. Analysis, speculation, attempts to uncover truth. Not gospel, not propaganda. Now, let's talk about what's really happening on Egypt's Sinai border. Something dangerous, something escalating, something you haven't heard until now. Now, back to the edge of war. Last week, Israeli media dropped a bombshell. Nearly 100 drones infiltrating from Egyptian territory into Israel. Not toys, not hobbyist gadgets. Drones allegedly carrying weapons, smuggling routes, even, they claimed, livestock. Now, the numbers are rising, the tone escalating. But here's what they're not telling you. Every nation has smuggling. No border is 100% sealed. Not America's, not Europe's, not Israel's. This isn't about drones, it's about narrative. Yedioth Ahronoth, one of Israel's biggest papers, asked, could drone smuggling spark war between Egypt and Israel? Think about that. They're framing petty smuggling as an act of war. That's not journalism, that's provocation. Then, the Israeli military itself stepped in. Their spokesperson confirmed, we are fully aware of developments along the Egyptian border. Aware or preparing. The Israeli Broadcasting Authority followed up. Over 100 drones breached Israeli airspace from Egypt last month, many armed, most undetected. And the army, working to improve operational response. Translation, militarizing a smuggling issue. Meanwhile, Egypt's response? Steel, silence, strength. Enter Erica Solomon, writing from Cairo for the New York Times. Her message, the 4 Arab nations with ties to Israel, Egypt, Jordan, UAE, Qatar, no longer see Gaza as a humanitarian crisis. They see it as a countdown. She writes, refusing to even discuss the possibility of war. That's not wisdom, that's delusion. Every indicator points to conflict, far more than peace. And then, the hammer. Fox News broke it. Hamas has drafted a personal letter to Donald Trump. A 60-day ceasefire in exchange for releasing half the living hostages. The letter, already with Qatari mediators, heading to Trump's desk. But America's response? Tom Barrack, U.S. envoy to Lebanon, told Sky News, this ceasefire won't work. Not we'll consider it, not we'll negotiate. Won't work. Why? Because Netanyahu isn't playing for peace. He's playing for survival. His approval ratings plummeting. His far-right coalition fracturing. The ultra-Orthodox parties turning on him. His only lifeline, war, delay elections, create chaos, buy time. Haaretz confirms it. Netanyahu, Ben-Gvir and Smotrich are pushing to postpone elections. But the opposition, united, ready, watching. They won't let him manipulate the calendar. So what's Trump's real agenda? Not ceasefire, not hostages. Riviera. Yes, the plan to displace Gaza's population, rebuild it under Israeli-backed militias, hand control to warlords like Yasser Abu al-Shabaab. Trump isn't coming to negotiate peace. He's coming to negotiate ethnic cleansing. And Egypt, Jordan, Qatar, Turkey, they won't accept it, they'll push back, they'll demand concessions. But Trump, he's a real estate shark. He'll bargain, he'll maneuver, he'll trade lives for leverage. Erica Solomon's article gains teeth with another report. From the Jerusalem Post, Israel is alienating its allies faster than its enemies. When Israel bombed Lebanon, no one came. Syria, alone. Yemen, alone. Iran, no Russian or Chinese shield. But now, the game has changed. Saudi Arabia signs a mutual defense pact with nuclear-armed Pakistan. Egypt and Turkey, joint military drills in the Mediterranean, Operation Sea of Friendship, after 13 years of silence. The Turkish foreign minister declares our best relations with Egypt in history. Why? Because Turkey saw what happened to Qatar. largest US or protected base in the Middle East, hit by American-made Israeli weapons. Now Turkey fears for Incirlik, its own US-armed base. If Israel strikes Hamas in Turkey, Incirlik goes dark. And Egypt? President El-Sisi did something no Egyptian leader has done since the 1970s. He called Israel the enemy. Not the neighbor, not the partner. The enemy. Then, the heavyweight move. Pakistan's ambassador meets Egypt's Minister of Military Production. Egypt invites Pakistan to showcase weapons at IDEX 2025. Turkey will be there too, with heavy hardware. Is Egypt seeking a nuclear umbrella? Possibly. Is it courting Pakistan for defense deals? Absolutely. But full alliance? Unlikely. Egypt won't risk losing India. Pakistan won't get Saudi-level funding. Still, the message is clear. The Arab NATO you laughed at, it's forming. Saudi Arabia backing Pakistan, Egypt aligning with Turkey. Gulf states ensuring neither falls. Because if Egypt and Turkey collapse, the entire region burns. Israel's response: panic, overreaction. They sent a Knesset delegation to visit Taiwan, deliberately provoking China. Why? Because if an Arab alliance rises, China is its most likely bankroller. And China already supplied Egypt with HQ-9B air defense systems deployed in Sinai. Israel is alone, truly alone. Only America stands with it, and even that's fraying. So here's the truth no one wants to say. War between Egypt and Israel is more likely than peace. All the triggers are loaded, all the rhetoric is primed, all the alliances are shifting. The British Foreign Office just issued a travel warning for North Sinai, not for terrorism, not for crime, for something else, something unnamed, something painted in red on their maps. President El-Sisi's moves, courageous, defiant, historic. No other nation with a peace treaty dares call Israel the enemy. No other neighbor dares warn its military. No other leader dares challenge the empire behind the empire. They used to mock Egypt's army. The macaroni and shrimp army, they'd sneer. Rockets made of shrimp shells. Come test them. Come see what men fight for when their dignity is on the line. And finally, I leave you with this. Golda Meir once said, "I carried a Palestinian passport." Let that echo. The founder of modern Israel, admitting she was once a Palestinian. The lie of empty land, shattered by her own lips. Thanks for watching Warmind, where history isn't just told, it's felt.